All right, this is case study number 1. This is from an actual customer. This customer did not choose us to do their roof. And with those types of things, we don't take losses very well, but what we do is we will take these losses, we will turn them into learning opportunities and figure out how to not make any mistakes such as these in the future, and what we can do to improve our sales process, improve our communication, and know how we can do better and be better salesmen so that we don't get these that come up. And a lot of the things that y'all are going to go through as salesmen, most of the time, we've been through it before. We've seen it before. We've had kind of the same scenario and situation, and we want y'all to avoid these as much as possible. So we like to give learning lessons so that you know when you come across it in the future and you have something similar to any of these case studies in the future, you kind of have a direction of how to handle it and what outcomes were before, so that we can really drill down on the sales process and have more wins overall. So the case study, the lead information that came into the office, this is Mr. William. He called into the office about the roof on his personal home. It was about 15 to 20 years old. Insurance said they would not renew the policy on that, but on the phone he also stated that there was a rental house next door he wanted us to look at as well. For the sake of this case study, we'll be focusing on the rental property. So we didn't go very far with the one on his personal home. He decided he wanted a metal roof. At time of recording this, we are not doing metal. We hope to be doing it very soon in the future, but at this time and during this case study, we were not doing metal. So we referred him to one of our subs, one of our colleagues that we usually refer over to, for him to reach out to him for a metal price. And if he decided he wanted shingles, he was going to come back to us and get a shingle price from us. But this rental property had shingles on it. He wanted to go back with shingles. This policy was not about to expire or not be able to be renewed. So for the focus of what's going on here, we're going to focus on this rental property. So inspection findings, the rental property had hail and wind damage, along with an active interior leak. The leak area was tarped, but the claim was filed with his insurance agent by the homeowner and not by us. We did not file this claim. The main house had an ACV policy, but the homeowner was unsure of the type of policy for this property. So he knew that his insurance had given him an ACV policy on his personal home. He actually had to call his insurance agent about the rental property, and he wasn't sure the type of insurance. He actually wasn't even sure like the name of the insurance company either, and he filed the claim on his own with his agent. He gave us a little bit of pushback. So whenever we told him, we handled the claims filing process. We usually try to help you handle that. We've got your date of loss. If you'll get your insurance company, we can help you along with that process. And he was like, well, it's my claim, it's my house and my claim, why would I have you file that? So at that point we said, okay, you can file your own claim. Here's the information that you need. The adjuster is going to come out and let us know when he comes. So he did. Adjuster's meeting. So the adjuster's meeting was attended. So we did make it there. The adjuster agreed that there was damage and made the determination that insurance will be totaling this roof for a full replacement. So we know that the roof has enough damage to be totaled. What we don't know is who the insurance is and if it's an ACV or RCV policy. So post adjuster's meeting, the homeowner was told to contact us when he received the adjuster report so that we could review it together. 3 weeks went by and no report has been seen by the homeowner, so he called into the office and it was notated as, this is from AccuLinks, Dr. William would like an estimate on the roof. I asked about an adjuster report and he said he has not seen anything. I asked if there was a day to go over the estimate. He said, no, just call me with the numbers. Following conversation, operations asked office admin to start calling the agent to try to track down the adjuster's report so that we could see what insurance covered versus doing a cash estimate. I'll pause right there and then I'll go back to it. So when it came to our side, we had already gone to adjuster's meeting. There were 2 different salesmen on this. It was Jared and then another salesman, and they had done the adjuster's meeting together. They had explained the insurance process. The homeowner was aware of the process. This was not the house that was about to expire and not be able to be renewed. It was a completely different situation. So we were trying to help this homeowner track down the adjuster's report so that we knew what insurance was covering, so that hopefully it was just as deductible if he had a full coverage policy, and then go over that with him to try to save him some money out of pocket. That's why we followed up in that order. Office admin talked to the agent, and she stated she was going to track down the report. 17 days later, no update. We had the office admin call the insurance agent again. She stated that insurance closed out the claim and we should follow up with the homeowner. Office admin called Mr. William again and left a voicemail on the same day with no return call. 2 weeks later, drove past the property, and the roof has been completed by a different company. So when you hear that story and you hear from where we started to the ending of conversation, we want to know your take and your input. What could have been done different? What type of communication should have happened with this homeowner? I also put down questions like, where do you feel the disconnect was? How could this have been done differently? What part of the process was not typical? At what point should we have stopped pushing to get the adjuster's report and just give them a cash price instead? And then where was the control of the claim lost? So think through that one. Come up with some answers on how you think this could have been handled differently, and we'll check in with you.